So first of all, why did Bhagavatpada write Dakshinamurti Stotra? This is the first question that has to be answered. In the case of any text also, in the Anubandha Chatushtaya, that one must understand before going into the text, the Prayojana. The Prayojana is one element that has to be understood. Why is this text being written? So there, Sureshwaracharya writes, Atmalabhat parolabha nasti iti munayo viduhu. There is no greater prayojana, there is no greater thing that can be attained than Atmajnana. The highest goal of this human life is moksha, which can only be obtained through jnana. So the obtainment of one's own self, the realization of the Atma is the highest labha. It is the highest goal that one can achieve. Therefore, tallabhartham kavistauti atmanam parameshwaram. Therefore, to obtain this Atma Jnana, Kavihi, the person who has written this text, that is Shankaracharya, has praised Parameshwara, who is no different from his own Atma. Tallabhartham kavistauti atmanam parameshwaram. So it is also shown here that the Granthakarta of the Dakshinamurti Stotra has prayed to Paramatma not as some separate entity, but that entity who is his own Atma, his own soul. So then we get this question, who is this Parameshwara that is being praised through this stotra? We have said that for the sake of obtaining Atma Jnana, we are praising Paramatma. Who is Paramatma and what is his nature? Sureshwaracharya there clarifies that Svechhaya srishtam avishya vishvam yo manasisthitaha stotrena stuyatenena sa eva parameshwaraha. So Paramatma's definition, Ishvara, the definition of Ishvara in Vedanta is very simple. That entity who is omniscient and omnipotent. He is Sarvajna and Sarvashakta, and he alone is responsible for the Srishti Sthiti Layas, for the creation, sustenance and dissolution of this entire cosmos. Yaha Srishtam Vishwam Avishya. He alone has created this Vishwa, this Jagat, and he alone has pervaded it as well. Not only has he pervaded it, but he has taken upon one more form as the Jiva. Yo manasisthitaha. So Srishtam Avishya refers to Paramatma as the Antaryami. Srishtam Vishwam, the fact that the Jagat was created means it is Paramatma alone who has created it. So Paramatma is that entity who has created the Jagat, who has pervaded the Jagat, and not just this, Manasisthitaha, as the Jiva, he is situated in the heart as well. Now immediately we will get the doubt. How can Paramatma be the Jiva? This is the standard doubt that everyone gets when dealing with Advaita. How can Paramatma be the Jiva? We have just said that Paramatma is omnipotent and omniscient. He knows everything and he is capable of anything. The Jiva is very limited in his knowledge as well as very limited in his capability. How can these two entities be the same? How can someone that is poor and someone that is rich be the same entity? This cannot happen. So how is this possible? Here, we must understand what it means when we say that Paramatma appears as the Jiva or Paramatma becomes the Jiva. One important school within Advaita is the school of Vivarana, that is to say the stream of Padmapada Acharya. Therein, the Siddhanta is something called Bimbeshwaravada. We will just quickly look at what that is. Ishvara alone exists. Ishvara's nature is Chaitanya. Ishvara is of the nature of consciousness and he alone exists. His Shakti, his potency is known as Maya. This Maya is responsible for creating this entire Jagat. When through the course of this Maya, the Antahkaranas of Jivas are also created. That is to say the minds are also created. When Ishvara's Chaitanya is reflected in the mind, the reflection of Ishvara in the mind is called the Jiva.